Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Ice here, back at you again with another video. So this video is going to be kind of different from my usual videos, and this time we're going to be talking about the kind of drama that's been going on lately with Battlefield 5. And I think that I'm kind of late to the party on this one, but I still wanted to make a video about it and still wanted to talk about it with you guys and hear your thoughts and opinions on the situation. So just in case you weren't aware, basically a lot of players are upset that there are women in Battlefield 5, and it's a World War II game, and obviously the women in World War II were very few and far between. So players are upset that takes away some of the realism of the game. And we also had a fairly similar situation with Call of Duty World War II, if you guys remember any of that drama, because there were women in the multiplayer, but there weren't women soldiers in the campaign, so they kind of like took the easy way out on that one. So if anyone would criticize them, they would basically be like, the multiplayer is not for realism, the campaign is for realism, and all that stuff. But it seemed like there was not only more flack that EA got for putting women in Battlefield 5, but it was a lot worse of a situation, I would say, because one of the main things that really set a lot of YouTubers and players off was the fact that one of the developers said that the reason that they put women in the game is because like social justice warrior agenda and stuff like that. He basically said that the reason was because if his daughter is playing Battlefield and she's like, well, why can't I be a girl in Battlefield but I can be a girl in Fortnite, and her dad wanted to say that she could be a girl in Battlefield because he didn't want to tell her the truth that women were not soldiers in World War II for the most part, and he just didn't want to tell her the cold hard truth about it. And this was about the dumbest thing that he could have possibly said to make the community happy. And then just for a little cherry on top, to top off this entire thing, he said, if you don't agree with us, then don't buy the game. And I agree with him to some extent. If you don't like it, then just don't buy the game. But you can't tell people to not buy your game. Like, think about the stockholders for EA, and once they find out that they're losing money and Battlefield 5 is a failing game, and then they see that one of the developers literally told the fans not to buy the game, I don't think he's going to have a job for much longer if Battlefield 5 doesn't succeed. And before he said that, I was just under the impression that they just wanted more customization in the game, and that's why they wanted women. And to be fair, that probably is why. He just wanted to come up with a better reason. Maybe it was because he thought he would get better media exposure using that reason or something like that. But I mean, think about it. It's literally proven that players like a game better when they can customize their character to look like them. But then they want to talk about forcing this propaganda with women fighting in World War II, and it just doesn't make any sense, because there are tons of great female protagonists in other video games, and no one has a problem with it. They just have a problem with when you try to force an agenda on someone. Take Tomb Raider, for example. That's a really great game. Everybody likes Tomb Raider. Literally 0 people have a problem that the main protagonist is a woman. Or, I never played this game myself, but the game with the character Samus, if I'm saying that right, let me know down in the comments section. But basically, she was wearing the suit, and everyone thought that it was a man, or just assumed that it was a man, and then they take off the suit, and it's actually a woman, and nobody cared. Nobody got mad that it was a woman. People are getting mad at Battlefield because they're just trying to force this agenda on people, and that's what they don't like. If they said that the reason that they added women into the game was just for more customization and to make players happy, then literally nobody would care. No one would have a problem with it. And I didn't have a problem with it up until the point where they said that it was just to make female gamers happy because they thought that they had a place in the front lines in World War II, which for the most part they didn't. I mean, there were some women soldiers, but the vast majority of the soldiers were men. And it's not like women didn't play a role either. Women were medics and nurses, and they helped make the guns and stuff. and that's a really great role. I mean, I'm not saying the women had zero role in World War II, because that's just simply not true, but to say that they were on the front lines of the battlefield getting shot and stuff like that, it's just really not the case for the vast majority of the time. So take a game like Fortnite, for example. Pretty much half of the skins in Fortnite are women, and nobody is upset about it. In fact, I like the women's skins better than the men's skins for the most part, and I'm pretty sure most of you know the reason why if you guys play Fortnite any. And that really makes sense in a game like Fortnite, because it seems to me like Fortnite is set in the near future. I'm really not sure. I've never played Save the World, which is kind of like the story mode for Fortnite, but it seems like it's set in the near future. And right now, it says that about 20% of the active military for the United States is female, so you could only assume that that number will grow over time. So it really does make sense in Fortnite for half of the skins to be female. And in PUBG, you can be a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. You can be either one, and once again, nobody has a problem with it. And another really big part of the reason that players were so mad about there being this level of customization in Battlefield 5 was because in the very opening scene of the reveal trailer, it shows a one-armed woman who has a lot of makeup, and I'm not a woman, but I don't think that I would be worried about putting on makeup if I'm going out in the front lines on World War II, possibly gonna die. I don't think I would just be worried about makeup. So I really don't know why they added that on her, but they did. And that really doesn't help their case if they want to turn full SJW about it and put makeup on a woman, because that's gender profiling and that's bad. And also, Battlefield is known for the level of realism that they have in their games. I know that it's not super realistic, but Battlefield may be one of the most realistic shooters, like one of the most realistic big name shooters. I know that probably Arma is more realistic, and a few games in between, but Battlefield 5 is one of the top 5 shooters on the market and one of the few realistic console shooters. So people really respect that level of realism and really enjoy Battlefield for that level of realism that it has, and then they want to push this completely just false way to look at World War II with all this customization and one-armed soldiers walking around and stuff like that. But yeah, I've pretty much enjoyed every Battlefield game that I've played, so I'm definitely going to get Battlefield 5. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I'm planning on pre-ordering it soon and definitely playing the beta when it comes out. But let me know down in the comment section if you guys are going to get it, and if not, let me know why. Let me know if it's about the SJW stuff or whatever reason you aren't going to be getting it. But make sure to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy, and just a reminder, I do stream Fortnite each and every weekend, so make sure to turn on those post notifications if you do enjoy Fortnite. Sometimes I stream other games, and I'll probably be streaming the Battlefield 5 beta whenever it does decide to come out. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. I know that the date's released and everything. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down there in the comment section below, and peace.